Hey! Welcome back to PSLE Math for You. It's Leroy again, and today we are gonna go through year 2022, paper 2, question 16. And the topic is on measurement. Now, if you have a friend who you think can benefit from this video, please share it with them. It's a free resource for everybody. But for now, let's go and see what we have here today. Alright, let's see what we have here. So, a plot of land, a big land for 877 meters square was cut up into 3 different rectangles, and the 3 different rectangles are shown in this diagram here. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Now, it says that the width of the triangle are of equal width. So this triangle at the top has the same width as the triangle in the middle, has the same width as the triangle in the bottom. And all 3 of them adds up to 36 meters. Therefore, the width of each triangle is actually about 36 divided by 12. It's 12 meters. 36 divided by 3, which is 12 meters, right? Now, the fields are fenced using 177 meters of fencing. So all the dotted lines, if you add them all up together, they will give you 177 meters. Now, the first business of the day is find the length of AB. Okay, so let's see which of these dots, which of the length and the breadth we know the measurements for already. All right, so we know this is 36. So if the left side is 36, then the right side has to be 36 too. Okay, so this is 36. And then if this is 27, then I would have another 27 somewhere in the diagram. Can you guess where? Okay, it is right here. All right. And then this is AB, right? Therefore, there is another length AB in the diagram. And where could it be? Yep, it's right here. Okay, so if I look at this diagram, I covered the left length, I covered the bottom 27, I would cover the top 36, I would cover this 27, and I would cover the 2 ABs. Okay, now be careful not to get confused, because you may think that I need to also measure the length here. Okay, and this length is already part of AB, so don't double count that. And you may think that I need to measure something here, but this is already part of the 27 meters, so don't double count that. Right? So I'm going to form an equation using this information, right? Because I know that 177 meters equals to this 36 plus this 27 plus this 36 plus this 27 and plus 2 times AB. Okay, and then I'll add these all up, 126 plus 2 times AB, and once I take remove 126 from both sides of the equation, it will give me 51 equals to 2 times AB. And then if I divide both sides of the equation by 2, then like here, then I would get AB equals to 25.5. Okay, so that's your answer. If you have a question, let me know if you're confused. All right, let's see what we have next. The next part of the question says, find the perimeter of the plot of land. Now, what is a perimeter? Perimeter is the outer measurements of any surface. So with that in mind, let's see how I would tackle this question. Remember that it says in the first part of the question that we have one big area of land, and that's 876 meters and meter square, I beg your pardon. And area, the formula for area is length times breadth. And then we cut this 876 into 3 rectangles. And these 3 rectangles, therefore, will have a total area of 876 meters squared too. Okay? Now, there are a few things that we know and a few things that we don't. Okay? So we need to, firstly, our objective is to find a perimeter which covers, all the different parts. So we have 36 here, we have 27, we have 12 here, we have these 3 12s, so this will be 36 too. Then we have this 25.5 that we found out in part A of the question. But we have these two things, x and y, right? And how do you find x and y? You really have to take the length here, the 27, minus the length here, and you therefore have to find out the length of the rectangle B. Okay, so let's take a look at this. With this in mind, we know that, hey, the length for this rectangle is 25.5 and the breadth is 12, and therefore we can know the area of the rectangle A. We know the area of rectangle C as well, because that's 27 times 12. Now, area of rectangle A, B, and C equals to 876 meters squared. And given that area of rectangle A and C is something that we can calculate from these numbers that I've shown in this screen here, we can therefore know that the area of rectangle B is 876 less the area of rectangle A minus the area of rectangle C. So it will be 246. Now, if the area of rectangle B is 246, then the formula for area is length times breadth. And we know the breadth is 12, right? And how do we know 12? Just a recap. It says here that the three rectangles here have equal breadth. And we know that all three add up to 36 meters. So 36 divided by 3 will be 12 each. Okay? So we take 246 divided by 12 will give you the length of rectangle B, which I've done here at 20.5. Now, I call this Z, right? So therefore, what's the length? What is the perimeter of this whole land area? Follow me here. I would take 36 plus 27 plus 36 plus 25.5. That this covers the outside of that area, the three rectangles, but there are these small x and y's, and x would be 25.5 minus 20.5, which is z, the area z, right, or the length z, and y would be the whole length 27 here, less or minus 25.5, the length of the smaller rectangle B. Okay, and that would add up all in all to 136 meters. Alright, voila, this is the end of those questions. And key learnings, of course, you need to know what's the formula for the area of a rectangle. It's length times breadth. And the parameter of any area would be the total length of the outside, the area outside the shape. Okay, now careful with some of these questions, because as seen in this question here, there could be confusion that do we double count, do we count this length as well as the smaller length, the length of the smaller rectangle? So be careful not to double count. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have a question, you know where to find me. Till then, take care.